Mostly you get employed and they schedule an interview with you and they ask you, so Mr. Derek, what do you expect from the company, or how much do you expect to be paid? And people get try to be moderate because they don't want to scare the company so that the company will not hire them, and they get confused, and some will mention a very little amount, or they won't expect anything at all because there is a fear of not being selected. But look, hey, the truth is that there is a criteria, and there is at least an accepted things that every employee or teacher in Vietnam is supposed to have. And that is what I'm going to spell out in this video, especially as Vietnam is getting ready for their major season to recruit a number of teachers. I'm going to take you through this. So guys, don't forget to smash the subscription button if you haven't done it, and then like the videos. Let's get into it. So guys, the first thing that Vietnamese employers give to their employees is accommodation. So accommodation is a number one basic thing that they give to you, and most of the schools, except in the case that you are a part-time, they are hiring you on part-time basis. But if you're on full-time, they are supposed to give you a full accommodation. So I have a free full accommodation. I don't pay for anything for my accommodation. Now, in situations where the company cannot afford the full accommodation, what they do is that they give you some money to be able for you to rent a place or give you an accommodation. I mean, a very moderate accommodation. Sometimes it can be 2 rooms, apartment, sometimes it can be 1 room, just that you should have all the basic needs that you can be able to survive in that room. And so it's very common. The company that doesn't have money will give you money. If any company is hiring you and they ask you, what do you expect the company? You tell them, yes, I expect you to give me accommodation, and I tell you, this is never going to put them off. They really need your services. They are definitely going to come for you. Number 2 is bike. So Vietnam, the major means of transportation is a bike, and almost every school that I know, they give bike to their employees because that is the major way you are going to be transported to school. Or even sometimes they'll give you allowance to be able to take bus in and there. That's if they are not giving you a bus. If they're not giving you a bike, they're supposed to give you a kind of money for accommodation, and that should be arranged. And that is what you use to take bus, or you used to rent a bike. But then most of them give a bike. So when they ask for that, do well to ask for a bike, that you need a bike. Asking for a bike is not a very big deal. It's a normal thing. Almost all employers give bike to their employees, or never be afraid to ask for these things. Now, number 3 that I will draw your attention is TRC and Work Permit. So TRC is supposed to serve like your green card, serve like your visa. You can, with TRC, you can just travel in and out of Vietnam anytime you want, and you can live freely. Work Permit is what they are supposed to either give you a fully paid TRC and Work Permit or half. So it's either they pay full or you pay half and they also pay half. So that's what I've seen. That's the least schools can go. Schools that are not in very good financial standing, they will ask you to pay half and they will also pay half. Others will think that, okay, well, we're going to pay you, so your license you're going to work with, you have to pay for yourself. But in any case, what they do is that you pay half, the school also pay half for both work permits and TRC. So know this, that any school that you work with should either pay for your work permit and TRC in full or half. Take note. And the final thing that I will talk about is job sponsorship. So if you are outside Vietnam and they need your services, especially in this peak recruitment season. We are in a peak recruitment season. So in September, we're going to go to a new academic year, and obviously schools are going to need a number of foreign teachers. In this time, most of the schools, when they need you to come for your country, they give you sponsorship of they sponsor you. You should demand for it. I remember when writing my letter, I said that, okay, so I intend to work for a company that is ready to sponsor me and help me secure a TRC and work permit. I put that right in my application letter. So any school that I sent to, before they contacted me, they knew that yes, they can sponsor me, they can make TRC for me, they can make work permit for me. Yes, in certain cases, they'll be ready to pay half. That's okay. Hey, it's accepted. Certain schools that have the ability are able to give paid holidays. They can give you paid trips. I mean, for you to go have fun and so on and so forth. And some can even sponsor your family back into Vietnam. But hey, that is with international schools and very big schools. They mostly will sponsor your family and then give you paid holidays. So those are the extra things that come with teaching. But hey, the first three that I mentioned, any school that decides to work with you, make sure that you request for these things. If you don't request for these things, you get to the school and you realize that some people are enjoying that benefit. And if you decide to go and ask at that time, it will be too late. The right time to ask for these things is when you are being interviewed and they ask you, they give that opportunity. So, Mr. Derek, what do you expect from us? That is the right time to ask for that. And trust with me, they will never turn down your application if you mention these things. They will only turn down your application if they think you are not qualified or they think you don't deserve what they are giving to you. But really, if they think that you qualify, asking for these things will no way prevent the company or stop the company from employing you. So guys, this is just a few tips I decided to share with you, especially as we get into the peak hiring season in Vietnam. Don't forget to smash the subscription button and also like all the videos, enjoy the big family, so that before we get recruited or we get interviewed, we will know all the tips to be able to come here successfully. See you in my next video.